Ooh, chat. Whoa. What is lighting? What is lighting? Hello everyone, my name is Happy Black Legends and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Yeah, first of all, look at my nails. It's been a while since y'all have seen me, but please look at the nails, look at the girls. I'm very pleased. My nail technician went off, point blank, period. It's been a while since I've been on the YouTube. Honestly, there's no excuses. I've just been really busy, really tired. 'Twas the holidays. That's all I have to say for myself. But hey, new year, new me. I want to quickly talk about some things that are up and coming. First things first, I'm going to be plugging my social media a lot more on my YouTube channel, because if no one else is going to do it, it's got to be me. I have to. I have to. So, yeah, follow me on the TikToks. I have a TikTok now. So follow me on TikTok. Y'all have actually seen some TikTok content on here, but there's also some content that you haven't seen. So please follow me on TikTok. I have a ton of really great ideas. I plan on mostly posting vegan content, black content, and pole dancing content. Lots of pole dancing content will be on the TikTok. So please go follow me there. Follow me on the gram and Insta, or what was that? The gram and Twitter is what I meant to say. And if you are interested in supporting me further, feel free to check out my Patreon. I also have my Ko-fi, my Venmo, all that jazz is listed in my Linktree link. I also really want to give a huge shout out to one of my patrons, Crystal. They have decided to up their tier list, and that is really appreciated. So I just want to give a huge thank you to you. Also, they are a huge supporter of mine, and they always are in my DMs with really funny shit. I really love their content as well, so thank you so much. But yeah, let's get into the video. I'm just feeling myself with these nails, okay? I can't stop it. I can't be stopped. Also, new year, new me. We're trying something new with the background, okay? Yellow makes me happy. It calms me down. And it's just so beautiful. So get into this, okay? Also, this is jalapeno. I wanted to make a video basically about political moments that really wrap my Christmas presents. This video was supposed to be published before Christmas, so we're not changing the title because I like the title, okay? But these are some political moments, political pop culture moments that really have defined me as a human being, and they're just, dare I say, iconic. They're moments that I frequently return to on YouTube for sure. Some of these I actually witnessed live too, so some of these really mean a lot to me. Some of these are things I learned about later in life thanks to YouTube. So here we go. One of the first political pop culture moments that I will never fucking forget about is the guy who threw a shoe at George W. The way that George, like, the way the first time I saw this, I had to have been like 12, and I was just scrolling YouTube one day and it popped up in my recommended, and I was like, what the hell is this? Because I had never heard of this or seen this before, and this video always makes me like cry hysterically. I think it's funny. Dare I say it? It's fucking hilarious. Whatever happened to that man? Like, honestly, I mean, you threw a shoe at like the president of the United States. Like, is he alive? Like, whatever happened, honestly.
Muntadar al-Zaidi, an Iraqi journalist, was arrested following the incident, December 14, 2008. People took to the streets and demanded he be released. He was being tortured, and pressured to rebuke his actions, and he refused. He said he would repeat his actions if he sees Bush again, because his forces have killed many of Iraq's children. An orphanage put up a monument honoring the incident. Wikipedia said the orphans helped build it, which sucks because the very next day they were forced to take it down. On March 12, 2009 he was sentenced to 3 years. About a month later, his sentence was reduced to 2 years. And on September 15, 2009 he was released for good behavior.
Bush did not go there for the sake of human rights or for the victims. He went there because he missed the smell of blood and the stench of destruction that he wreaked on Iraq. So he went there to get a whiff of that smell, because he is a sick man. We have a saying in Iraqi Arabic, and I'm sure the Egyptian brothers living in Iraq know it. Away goes a white dog, and along comes a black dog. They are the same, except for the color. Away goes a white US president, and along comes a black president. They are no different.
One of my other favorite George W. moments is when Ye West got up on the camera and was like, Bush don't care about black people. This was also something that I witnessed for the first time years after the fact that it had happened. So I had never heard about this. I had never seen this clip before. I probably was also around the age of 12 when I first stumbled upon this on YouTube's. Iconique, je pense. Tellement iconique. Fucking Bush don't care about black people. The way he said it, the way Mike Myers turns and looks at him, and then the camera cuts to Chris Tucker just sitting there like,
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family, it says they're looting. See a white family, it says they're looking for food. George Bush doesn't care about black people. Please call.
In the past few days,
Ye has contributed a lot to pop culture, honestly. Like I've always said this, and it really makes people mad, which fine. I personally don't. People talk about Kanye like he's a modern day Beethoven. I don't really see that for him. Sorry, not sorry. The only album that I've listened to from Kanye where I felt like it was so above what music is was The Life of Pablo. I think that is one of his strongest collections, one of his strongest albums. I think it's really good, but people act like Kanye is some fucking deity of music, and he's really not, but he might be a deity of pop culture and Twitter trending. So this is more recent, but Donald Trump campaigning using the YMCA music. Sir, this is a song for homosexuals. Why are you using this song? As a queer person, sir, are you serious? And the way he would dance to, young man, there's no need to feel, and then the pointing. I should reenact his choreography, because it was, young man, there's no need to feel down, I said, and then he would stop and point at people, young man, and he'd smile, and it was like, what is going on? That honestly felt like something written straight out of Parks and Rec. If there's shows that I miss, it's definitely BoJack Horseman and Parks and Recreation. Parks and Rec, I I wish it was still airing during the Trump years. Like, I desperately wish it was still alive and up and running during the Trump years. I just think it would have been so funny, so hilarious. Same with Quarantine. I think, like, the Parks and Rec cast and characters having to quarantine would be really funny. That's exactly how I feel about BoJack Horseman. I feel like BoJack Horseman would have really handled COVID in a very interesting way. I just really miss BoJack Horseman and Parks and Rec. Mostly BoJack Horseman I miss, but anyways. Yeah, and also I was working in politics at the time that he was doing this, and so me and my coworkers used to just gather around the computers and be like, why is he doing this? Who is this for? Does he know that this is like a queer iconic song? Like, what's going on? This to me is such a funny moment in political history, and I feel like people do not appreciate it enough, okay? And I watched this live. So 2012, I would say around the age of like 11 or 12, that's when I started to become a little bit more politically aware, is what I would say. That was like the year, like 12, 13. Because when I was 13, that was the year that Obama was up for re-election, Obama versus Mitt Romney, and my class had a mock election. So I became a lot more aware about politics, and I started watching presidential debates. I started forming my own political opinions, you know, different from my parents, different from the people around me. I started to form my own opinions and views of the world at that age. And for extra credit, you could watch the debates. And I genuinely wanted to watch the debates. At that time, I definitely knew that I tended to agree more with Democrats, but I wasn't just going to rule out Mitt Romney. I was open to what he had to say. Honey, girl, did that man have a lot to say. First of all, does anyone else remember the website that was like Mormons for Obama or Mormons against Mitt or something like that? Because Mitt Romney is a Mormon, and basically a bunch of Mormons came out and were like, we're not voting for Mitt Romney, we're voting for Obama. That shit was hilarious. Me and my mom used to frequent that website a lot. But during the debates, I don't remember which debate it was, but Mitt Romney is talking about ways to fix our budget, and one of the things he said that he wanted to stop doing was like subsidizing PBS. And he was like, I love Big Bird.
I'm going to stop other things. I like PBS. I love Big Bird. I actually like you too.
Keep in mind, this was before Donald Trump, okay? So at the time, that was like super outrageous and just weird and outlandish. And it was like, why are you trying to fire America's favorite yellow feathered friend? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Also, Mitt Romney proclaiming that he has binders full of women. That will always be hilarious to me. I will never forget that.
Can you help us find folks? And they brought us whole binders full of women.
Go off, Mitt. Go off. This is more recent. I love this. I love this. This is a part of my holiday traditions now. This video. Every year now, on Christmas, I return to this video because iconic. Okay, so Melania Trump. Hello. She was in a private conversation with a friend, and the friend recorded her and actually released the conversation, which is real dirty. Honestly, that is so ghetto. That is trifling. But I'm really happy she did it, because this is one of my, like, I think about this every year on Christmas. Melania Trump is, well, some of the other stuff she said was fucked up, but she's basically talking about how she feels so much pressure and like hatred and vitriol from like the media and from people and whatnot, and which is so funny, because I'm like, honey, if you had an ounce of what Michelle was getting, you would clearly not be able to handle it. But she's talking to a friend about how people are complaining to her about, you know, like the children at the border and how this is a crisis. And she's like, what can I do? I can do nothing. They can't return the children. What can I do? And then she segues into like, and I'm working my ass off for this Christmas stuff. Like, who gives a fuck about the Christmas stuff? I'm sorry, but who cares? This is like, first of all, it's like the most we ever had heard her speak in like the 4 years that they were in that fucking oops. Please clap.
Please clap.
I have what it takes. I'm gonna beat Donald Trump. I'm gonna be strong. I'm gonna fight. Please clap. Jab, jab. That is the moment he uttered the words, please clap. It was over. He was not gonna win the presidency. It was done. Oh, that is like, please clap. The way he like turns, I that is one of my favorite. I live. So fucking funny. Please clap. Oh my god. Remember when Donald Trump was running for president and it was just like a huge meme and we were all laughing about it and it was like, this man's never gonna win. Like, let's just take the piss out of him. Oh, how the times have changed. Does anyone Does anyone remember there's this clip from the libertarian debate. I don't feel like explaining what libertarians are, but too long don't read. In a sense, they're similar to anarchists where they do not believe nor appreciate government interference with their lives. Libertarians, they tend to be taxes, they tend to be pro-drugs because it's like everyone should have the right to do what they want with their lives, like free will. They are very anti-government interference. Ron Swanson from Parks and Recs would be considered a libertarian. But there's many different kinds of libertarians. That's why I said, like, some libertarians, honestly, they call themselves libertarians, but they could also technically be considered anarchists. I'm not going to get into it. Anyways, so they're at the libertarian debate, and the question is asked, should you have to have a driver's license to drive? And people are like, no, boo, no driver's license, screw the government. And one guy is like, what's next? Do I need a license to use my goddamn toaster? And everyone's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, what is going on?
Should someone have to have a government-issued license to drive a car?
Hell no.
A license and a permit is just another way to get some money and inconvenience to people.
Mr. McAfee.
The government requires licenses for far too many things. The government requires licenses for people to broadcast radio. The government requires licenses to get married. They require a license to drive. What's next? Requiring a license to make toast in your own damn toaster? Absolutely not.
In that context, a license to drive? You know, I'd like to see some competency exhibited by people before they drive.
And then finally, little old meek old Gary Johnson is sitting in his chair and he's like, well, you know, I would like to see some competency when it comes to driving. Yeah, I think you should have to pass certain, you know, requirements to operate a death machine, and he gets booed. And it's like, I love politics. If it's not obvious, I thoroughly enjoy politics. Let me explain. As a queer black person, I feel like my very existence is political. I enjoy politics. It's fucking Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's theater, honey. It's, dare I say, it's drag. Like, it's so fake. It's so sad. And like, the only way that I can feel comfortable, like I have to laugh in order to keep from crying watching a bunch of bumbling idiots fuck up our lives. Like you just have to laugh. There's nothing else we can do but laugh because it's so ridiculous. We can also organize, maybe, and maybe do things. Maybe we can organize, maybe, I don't know. But we're not going to organize, so let's just stand there and laugh at the fools. Let's laugh at the goddamn circus because we pay them. So let's go to the fucking circus, baby. That's just how I feel about politics. Like I get why people don't like it, but it's theater, honey. It's a show, honey. Line up and sit down and enjoy the popcorn, Speaking of Ben Carson,
bing, bing, bong, bong, bing, bing.
One of my favorite political moments is his wife singing the national anthem. Ben Carson must truly not care for that woman because he allowed her to get on stage and sing like that. Like, I would never let my partner do that. I would never. If my partner sounded like that, I would come up to them and I'd be like, baby, listen. I love when you sing to me in the car. I love our karaoke nights. But this is live television. This is on TV. Well, I don't know if it was live, but people are going to be watching you. People can be really mean, honey. Are you sure this is really what you want to do? I don't think you should do it. Like, I would very much so be that kind of person because I am not going to let my boo thang get on, like, embarrass themselves like that and allow them to be dragged like that. I'm not going to sit there and just let that happen. Fuck no. No, honey. Honey, come here. Don't get on stage, boo boo. Don't. No.
And the rocket red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Donald Trump looking up at the solar eclipse without the glasses on after... I can't... You know what's crazy? The pandemic has literally felt like decades. So this moment feels forever long ago. But I don't even know if you guys remember this. Do y'all remember the solar eclipse? And we all had those glasses and they told everyone not to look at the sun. Like, you can cause eye damage. And do y'all remember Donald Trump looking directly up into the sun without those damn glasses? Like, those pictures make me laugh. Thoroughly make me laugh. I live for those pictures. Hillary Clinton telling people that she also has got hot sauce in her bag. Swag, just like Queen Bee. And then it turns out that Hillary actually had been known as someone who did carry hot sauce in her bag. That it was a fact check statement. Do y'all remember that neo-Nazi getting punched in the face? Was that like over a decade ago? There's so many moments. Like Richard Spencer, that was that fucking dude's name. I forget. Richard Spencer. I forgot all about that dude. That just came back to me. So many political moments that I've lived through, that I've watched go down on Tumblr and now Twitter and on YouTube now. It's wild. It's wild. Oh yeah, I'm wearing my white Jesus shirt. This shirt pissed a lot of people off. I think that's hilarious. I have 10 minutes. I have to go to pole class. I have to get dressed. I gotta get out of here. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, if you did like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel because I have amazing content. New year, new me. I'm really trying to work on revamping my channel. Well, not revamping, but maybe just I'm trying to step up my pussy game, you feel me? I'm really trying to give it to the girls. I'm really trying to be out here doing the damn thing, okay? So if you want to see me do the damn thing, please subscribe. Like I said earlier in the video, all my socials are linked down below in the link tree. And as always, y'all, a huge thank you to my patrons, to my YouTube members, and to you for watching. And as always, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, y'all. Bye.
We shall never surrender.